Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Try that again. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to some more Voice of Cards. I do not know why my mic got removed from the default, but now it's online. It's good. We're good. Yeah. So, last where we left off on the Voice of Cards, the Beast of Burden, was we were going to hunt down the fire primal to make a antidote out of its body, or something like that. So we're gonna enter in the Lake of Fire. Honestly, it's a basic name for an area, but
Polka warns,
kind of a cool name.
don't breathe too deeply here. The very air could be noxious poison.
That, honestly, not bad advice, but two, you guys should probably be wearing some sort of like respirators. But that would make too much sense in a magic-based game. It's almost like they would need a spell. Footrest. All right, poison slimes. No, you're gonna deliberate. Let's see here. Now, as long as I get more than 7 and Trellis goes first. Cool. Should have no issue. Oh, but see, yeah, I needed something with need another like sting ability. Just some one cost damaging move. Oh, let's see here. Gee, Jesus, he's a huge area. Okay, so I gotta go there. Just fully wrap around. Man, it's gonna take forever. Technically, it's a 1-floor dungeon. So I'll either get blocked off or I'll just have to wrap around. Hopefully there's treasure in here.
Get him.
Or slash. Oh, that's not even enough to get everyone. Uh-oh. Oh boy, toxic slime, purple slime is gonna deal more damage if it does the toxic, its toxic move. Toxic sludge. I guess I could do Wolf Chomp and then standard attack just to finish it off. They only got 2 health. Weird. What's that? Still faster. Well, you know, I hate to kind of like throw criticism on the game so early. I mean, we're not even halfway through it, but
I expected nothing less.
It seems like I wish I find the mechanic of like gaining monsters to like be your skills is kind of a cool, ooh, that'll be nice to have, is a cool mechanic, but I feel like it really hinders the skill growth and progression of the game. Excuse me. So now, like, if I wanted a higher level thing of that's a toad. If I wanted a higher level ability, I'm gonna have to grind for it. And there's a guarantee that I might not even get the ability that I'm looking for. And I might not even get the ability at a good level, because if I have a lower level or a level of equal amount, nothing happens. I have no other way to upgrade. Now, it'd be nice if it was like, if I got an ability where it's like, or it'd be great if it was like, if it worked like I can either upgrade the ability by getting a higher level of the ability, or I can fuse two of the same together. But anything lower than that gets automatically discarded. And it would be nice if those were like used for like points instead. So like it's not as much of a waste. Because then you could use those points to like be like, okay, instead of grinding, you can get so many points and just flat out buy the skill, or like create the skill. I'm like, yeah, they got those bills of fortune type thing, but like they're only gonna get you so far. Hey, I knew it. Because like right now, because we have skeletons, which give you an ability. We have a new toad attack, or a new toad enemy that could gain a ooh, that's nice. That we can get a potentially ability off them here. But if I don't get the treasure chest, then I have to use the things. those bills of sale, which is a item in your inventory taking up a slot. Or taking up multiple slots because there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't stack. It's not like one entry and the quantity of that entry. It's one entry for how many you have. And that's just not that good. Ooh, nice crit.
Oh!
Would have been better on the other one, but yeah, see, the toad could be a water-based damage, which would be awesome to get. Which makes me be like, okay, maybe I should run back to town and buy some more bills of fortune. Or the lottery pit, whatever the actual item's called. Just so that I can, like, maybe get these abilities. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go do that. Because now if I want to go, like, hopefully I can find dryads later on to get their ability, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Oh, you know what? I should sell first. Because I got some nuggets. Also, just double check. Fire, yeah. See, now we're getting quality salves pretty easily, so I'm gonna get rid of the normal salves. Keep the Omni salves because those are actually good. These curative items aren't that bad. Keep the Panacea for the seals. Spiral elixirs will be nice. Soothe stones will be nice. Really don't need more than one of these. They don't really need that either. Yeah, just unfortunately, like, the smoke grenades don't really do too much. Like, yeah, these like the dispellers and the unsealers, the curatives would be nice. And like antidote would, honestly, probably having antidotes wouldn't be that bad, but like I don't get end fights fast enough, and it'd be different if like the poison status like continued on into the next battle. But the fact that you just like heal everything at the end of battle, that would be fine. These attack down, defense down, element resist down would be fine if the debuffs didn't last more than 5 turns and generally last only 3. Bomb deals 5 damage. That's like that. Bombs, might be good for not Paku. What's his name? The wizard dude. These are nice to have. Smoke bombs don't do anything. Bellwether are fine, but Bill of Fortune is something that I need. The fourth member of the party, her name is Trallis. We have no other information other than that, and she's a beast tamer. We recruited her from a circus. Childlike, very little sentences. Or the sentences she does say are like 3 to 4 words max. But not like in a cold, like I don't know, tsundere style. It's just that's just how she talks. It's not like she's accustomed to talking. All right, I would like probably not. All the characters are sub 16. Ooh, I actually have enough. I can do... Let's do the were-rat. $16 damage, nice. Huh, yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. The main character, the LA, canonically 14. The game starts on her 14th birthday, when her whole village dies. Little recap for everybody who's just joining us. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's a nice level. 3 health, one extra attack, defense, and speed. Ooh, recover 4 HP when attacking. Nice. Oh yeah, level 2 water jet. That's pretty young for a cast, actually. Not really. I think one of the Dragon Quest games, the main hero, I think it's like Dragon Quest 3 or 4, is like 9 years old. What am I doing? Skills. All right, let's see here. Take out Orc Child because buffs aren't that good yet. Buffs should be better. These like defense down, add 4 to attack. Actually, I think I'm gonna do the instead of the troll, do Orc Child. Oh, but technically, well, if we don't have anything going on, we'll just do Ogre Splitter. Well, a character versus a cast of characters was like could clarify, specify. Well, technically, Kingdom Hearts. Most of the cast of Kingdom Hearts are like the hero cast. Are about the 12-year-old range. Do we include Disney in this? I'm just talking about like main cast. Like it's not that out of the realm of like I get what you're saying, but it's not that. It's more common in like older JRPGs. Nowadays, they like to say the youngest they do is like 16.
A masterful
Because like the youngest main cast of Final Fantasy games in recent years was Final Fantasy 15. Most of that cast was
You pick up a scrap of paper you spot by your feet.
it? So
Against
Noctis
all odds,
and
it hasn't burnt to ash.
starts with a P. Prompo, I think is his name.
It appears to be
Prompo.
thought you slip
That's not
the
his name.
scrap of paper into your pack and make a mental note to keep an eye out for the location the doodle depicts.
It's not Prompo. Just can't remember the name. He's a blonde-haired kid with that likes to take photos. Prompo. Yeah, when I'll have to remember that when I eventually get around to playing Final Fantasy 15. I haven't played it since like week of release. But like Noctis is like 16. The blonde-haired boy who I'm just gonna call Prompo now. He's the same age. Ignis, the red hair chef cook guy, he's like 18 or 19, and then like the oldest one is the big muscular dude. He's like, I think like he's like 24, 25, but something tells me he's more like 28. He's by far the oldest out of the group.
That's how
I should play that one later this year. It's my least played one that I didn't have an issue with. The Final Fantasy 13 series is my least played out of all the Final Fantasies, but that's because I have an issue with that series.
Battle time.
Not necessarily a bad game, just a bad Final Fantasy. And then Final Fantasy VIII is all around not a bad game. It's a good game. Decent Final Fantasy, just has way bad mechanics. Yeah, that's the one with lightning in it. And snow. And then the one guy with the afro and that has the little chocobo in it. And Hope. Like all in all, big hit. All in all, like the cast wasn't bad. The cast is good. The story is okay. Mechanics, there's definitely a lot of mechanics that I didn't care for. But the fact that like 80% of the game is just hallways, and I mean like the first 80% of the game is a hallway, and then the back half is like sprawling open area. It leaves a lot to be desired. Ooh, nice. I don't have that one yet, and I got the level 2 version. I thought that one wasn't supposed to be that good from a lot of the critics. Why do they make so many games of it? I don't know. I don't know. Because like the second game has an
Monsters bar
interesting...
the path. That said, It doesn't look like they've noticed you yet.
Like the 13-2 takes kind of follows Lightning's sister, and then has like some time travel mechanics with it that basically more or less sets up the third game, which I think just brings back Lightning. I don't really remember. I barely got through 13, and I started playing 13-2.
They probably don't see many humans around here, given that the lake is surrounded by fire. They're completely oblivious.
I don't tend to play side games, Final Fantasy side games.
Taking care to be as quiet as possible, you steal close to the monsters and attack them.
Good lord, that feels so excessive with 13. What, time travel? And then, yeah, like, I liked the aesthetic of 13. The first game really hinders it so much. Like, I liked a lot of the UI, UI design. The Paragon shift was honestly a interesting, like, flow change to the strat, like making it more like a action based but still ATB strategy RPG. Like, I liked what they were trying to do with it, but they failed so hard, and it just ruins a lot of it. I almost just want to get back to 14, but I don't have time for it right now. I gotta what is it? I know they have a new update for it, like so there's like now Dawn Trail endgame stuff, but he's got like, it would almost be better to do Skull Soldier, or I could do Troll. Tried to do Helm Splitter. But yeah, I don't have an active subscription with 14 anymore. Because I've been playing a lot of ESO.
Attack. In fact, they look like they're trying to find an opening to make a run for it.
But that's just because I just didn't have anything going on. Like end game content wasn't there for Dawn Trail, and I got real sick and tired of doing roulettes and then getting nothing but the Nier Autonoma raids, and so I just got sick of playing it. I spent most of my time for a while just leveling up my crafting and doing a Beast Tribe quest, but after a while you basically ooh, nice. Wish I got the level 2 version of that instead. Yeah, it was basically just logging in for dailies. I wasn't being engaged with it as much. I think once Dawn Trail's raids come out, it'll be better, because there'll be more high tier raids after the Nier Autonoma raids, so like hopefully they don't pop up as much. See, I haven't done the post Endwalker vignettes. The Endwalker vignettes I loved a ton because it was a bunch of Final Fantasy IV references, and that's I'm unapologetically like a huge fan of Final Fantasy IV, faults and all. So yeah, it's I liked Endwalker a lot. I liked the Endwalker story. It
That's how it's done.
it was a good conclusion of the player character's story and journey. Dawn Trail is Dawn Trail's story doesn't center around you. It centers around Wakalamat, who is a brand new character. Most people didn't care for her due to various reasons. The fact that the story centered around her, or the whole story centered around her and her journey, where you were more of a advisory role, and mentor. And then other people had issues with the English voice actor and took things into weird political stances. So a lot of people had complaints on that. But all in all, going into I almost said Endwalker. Going into Dawn Trail, knowing that the story is centering around a new character, and that your character's story is done, but can still influence the world around him or her, is... I didn't think it was bad. Yeah, there is a bit of a detachment to the story, because all the threads have been tied up. So now they gotta introduce new characters, new paths, new areas to toss out more threads, and then they can make a compelling story out of it. Dawn Trail, because it's a whole new cast, whole new characters, whole new area, it does a lot of world building. Are we going to have a base ARR that was a slog? I'm gonna be honest, there were parts of Dawn Trail that were a slog, because of the amount of world building they have to do for this whole new region and characters. But I think all in all is that Dawn Trail did not hit as high of marks is because of three things, being your the player character story is already completed, and so there's not really much for them to there's no stakes for them. The stakes are all on the new character, Wakalamat. People have there's very much a there is technically poor writing surrounding Wakalamat's character, where she's supposed to be this fish out of water character, but being the fourth or the third and least eligible person to inherit the throne, based on their siblings. So her being a fish out of water character, but then by the end of a 30-hour campaign story is super efficient with governance and how to deal with people. There seems to be a big jump of proficiency that doesn't feel rightly earned. And then the third one is just the amount of world building. So there's just a lot of information being put
You
out.
survey the area for some way to cross over,
And that really
and
hurts
spot
it,
an
I
iron
think.
bridge collapsed into the burning tinder water.
But all in all, it's not bad. It's just not as good as everything that came before it.
Someone in a time long past built a bridge here, though it has since collapsed from the heat.
I do believe that it will.
Suddenly, an idea strikes you. Maybe I can use the steel primal's power to manipulate metal and make it so we can cross.
That's a good idea. Yeah, it doesn't sound greatly appealing. It will. I feel like it's going to be another Stormblood where it's not the best, but you got to get through it to get to the better expansions. Like, I think this next big story expansion after Dawn Trail in all its vignettes will be a lot better.
You decide to summon forth the primal's power and repair the fallen bridge. Unfortunately, the pieces left to you are so mangled that no one would rightly identify them as parts of a bridge.
All right, wonder if they'll be able to pull out another Heaven's Word. Yeah, that would be. That would be really cool.
You've joined these two bridge parts rather skillfully, if you do say so yourself.
Well, I guess really depends on what you
Polka,
mean by
however,
pull out
looks
another Heaven's
concerned.
Ward.
I think there might be a better way of placing that. If we could just redo it, he mutters to himself. With the steel primal's help, you safely cross the Lake of Fire.
This kind of story writing, award-winning awesomeness. Make people cry and want to fight on.
The bridge
Yeah.
you built remains firmly in place. It actually looks quite sturdy. You should be able to use it to cross as many times as you like.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Heaven's Word had really, definitely did have a lot of good writing. A lot of people still go to that gravestone. Well, yeah. Yeah, Heaven's Word definitely really, really strong writing. Stormblood. I feel like any game where they have to introduce brand new story elements for like the next expansion in the current expansion is always just not going to do as well. Because A Realm Reborn, especially the end game vignettes of A Realm Reborn, foreshadows a lot of stuff for Heaven's Word, and not a lot of people liked it, but they love Heaven's Word.
As if crossing over a lake of fire weren't enough, your path is once again blocked by flames.
And then like they there was a couple vignettes for like to introduce like Stormblood, but like most of Stormblood's story centered around the war with the Empire and like and like started building up stuff for Endwalker, but then they did a whole like switcheroo and did a fish out of water thing with
You quickly survey your surroundings and see more parts you might be able to fashion into a bridge.
Fuck, god damn it, why can't I remember? With the Shadow Realm. Shadowbringers, there we go. Had to look it up. Shadowbringers was super good because it was like all contained within that area. And technically there was a little bit of hasty writing with like some of that, but it really wasn't that bad. It was such a good twist, and then it was all self-contained. And then when you got back to the Shard Prime, you then finished up the Empire quest line, the Empire War quest line that was started in Stormbringer or Stormblood. And Endwalker, I really enjoyed because of the writing, not because there was a lot of Final Fantasy IV references. That just helped.
You've made it once again, but before you can celebrate, you're greeted by an expanse of Tinderwater.
I love Endwalker. Shadowbringers love Shadowbringers. Especially the little bit of body horror they did in one of the quest lines.
Time, and hope this is the last bridge you need build. But the pieces the primal hauls out of the Tinderwater don't look like they'll fit together.
Oh no.
You look back at the bridges that brought you here. Alas, you've built them too well. They won't come loose from the rocks, so you'll have to make do. Trawlus, seeing the worry on your face, chirps encouragingly. Search. We will find. Must be way.
Yeah, so that's the example of like her speech pattern. It's very short and very concise. Not because of her personality, just not based off like a personality trait, just based on like their understanding of how to talk. Standard wild character trope. Yeah. Yep. Kind of want to do this one. So I want to go over this way.
That piece doesn't connect, I'm afraid. Perhaps you should try another.
Well, I'm not going to place anything then.
Inside is impossibly a bridge part. You should
Oh,
be
so we
able
got
to
hammer
use this
hammer
to get
space
further
now, huh?
across the Tinderwater.
Move it. Ooh, 2 fire rings. Nice. All right, let's head all the way back. Remove that part so we have all parts. Let's see what pieces. We got to go up 2 and 1 with 1 over. So we do this. Up 1. Weird choice for that to be the last card that flips over.
She's noted your mastery of the steel primal's power. She explains that ever since she was picked up by the circus at a young age, she's trained as a beast tamer. However, as she puts it, she has not managed to improve in the slightest.
She'll get there. I wish and wished. Wish didn't come true. Understand each other very hard.
She asks you to give her some pointers on how to get monsters to obey. And you reply,
that's not really any trick giving orders. I just do it. Because we have magic powers that is like a summoner type thing. We have a bloodline. Ooh, look at that. That's a cool design.
Wreathed in flames rises from the lake. It's shrouded in such heat and fury that you can scarcely turn your eyes to it.
Oh, it's got an ET finger.
This is, in all likelihood, the Flame Primal. Your party readies their weapons and prepares for a fight.
It looks like a lance. Oh, no. I think it... Oh, no, it is. It's just a lance. It's a stabber.
Slay this beast. For the
Slay!
children.
Slay. Oh. Okay, we're gonna deliberate, come back around. Because we want to use the steel primal to reduce attack for 3 turns. So basically our standard opening, high roll, but we're really mostly going for the attack debuff. Oh, and then you'll just whip. Oh, oops, I forgot to equip fire resistant rings.
You can't tell if it has something to do with the primal,
If that looked
but
painful.
poison is slowly coursing through you. You must end this battle quickly.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted the attack down, because we have low health, things do a ton of damage, and the best that we can do is like lower their attack and hope to get as much defenses to like try to even out the attack or even out the damage. But it doesn't always work that way. I wonder if Trellis's thing... I wonder if her heal ability is multi-attack base. Let's give you the attack. So that, ooh, that's just gonna ramp. Okay. So 27 minus their defense, but water damage adds +5. Nice. Okay, that's a great. 10 damage. Oh, 19 and 19. Okay, we'll do Wasp Stab. You will do Standard Whip Strike and then Water Attack. And we should be able to do this. I was hoping to be able to beat him in the next turn, but I guess I'll have to settle for the turn after. Let's do Omni Salve. Oh, her heal ability also includes potions. Okay, that's super interesting. Okay, so then standard salves aren't actually crap. See, I can't even use. All right, fine. We'll do Ogre for the Helm Splitter. Okay. Flat 12. Actually, that might. Oh, his defense or his attack shot back up. Okay, that makes more sense. But this should take him out. Never mind. This should take him out.
You've managed to gain the advantage on your foe, but suddenly
Oh, it's this trope.
you feel as if suffocated and fall upon one knee. Your poisoned body is screaming, raging in protest. The flame primal clearly isn't going to let this chance pass it up, and it begins amassing power.
Oh, it's not even its final form. Dodge left.
Barely thinking, you go left, attempting to dodge the primal's attack. But your foot catches on something, and you trip and fall to the ground. You shut your eyes, believing this might be the end of you.
Summon the primal. The steel one.
But the pain you brace yourself for doesn't come. You wonder what's happened, and open your eyes to see.
I bet you, like, we did enough damage and it exploded. Oh, no.
Trollis, you scream. She turns to you and gives a pained smile.
Oh no, she protect.
The acrid smell of burning meat assaults your nostrils, and Trollis cries out in anguish. Still, she desperately musters her strength and pushes back the flame primal. Trollis has given you and your friends a chance. You stand, and together you and your comrades attack the primal with all your strength.
Oh, I forget the primals talk. I was hoping he'd just be like all like beast speak, where it's like graws and roars. We're gonna steal your power. get trapped into a card.
You've done it. You've beaten the flame primal and sealed it within a card. A masterful victory!
Sent that guy to the Shadow Realm. Polka. There we go. Polka. That's his name. I always want to call it Polshay because that's
The flames upon the lake begin to recede and then blink out entirely. Perhaps because you've beaten the flame primal?
Oh no, we ruined a city's economy because of that.
You see Trollis crouching on the ground and run over to her. Are you all right? You ask. She totters to her feet.
Yeah, she's fine. She just took the uncanny dodge action.
Having rather shrewdly managed to gather some of the flame primal's bodily fluids during the fight, Polka immediately sets about inspecting it to determine its composition.
It's sulfur.
To the great surprise of all, he does not detect any trace of poison in the fluid. Could something else be the cause?
Burning tinder water. Oh, I can't use bellwethers now. Interesting.
Polka collects some of the lake water in a bottle.
That's literally the sound of pouring water from a tap.
He then busies himself dipping various papers and medicinal compounds into the bottle. At length, he makes a curious face.
I don't suppose they drink the tinder water.
According to Polka, burning the water releases toxins that accumulate and can cause fatal harm to the human body.
So it was still the flame primal's
Your
issue.
party decides to head back to the City of Flame and inform the aristocrat of your findings.
Oh, apparently I can use bellwethers now, but you know what? I can also just jump to the exit. So that whole like, you can't use bellwethers right now is completely pointless. Despite my love for the game,
the flames of the lake extinguished, those of the pond in the center of the city have also gone out.
There's a lot of like useless things in this game series.
The people seem frantic to reignite the tinder water once more.
Yeah, see, told you, we ruined a whole village's economy. Oh, that's right, we won't.
The fire in my heart has gone out with all the rest, the man mutters before sinking to the ground, his arms hanging limp.
More passion.
The passionate woman is screaming herself hoarse, coughing and sputtering as she points in shock at the pond where the fire has gone out.
Oh, her brain was like cooked from the burning compound.
The lad is all
Oh, like a
smiles
drug.
and mirth, claiming that if he were to invent a tool to start fires, he could make a killing. Despite his sunny attitude, though, he looks quite unwell.
Kids got anything to say? Nope, they're just hungry. That's fine. How about you, old lady?
With a trembling hand, the knowledgeable old woman strikes a knife against stone, muttering, "This'll get it burning. I'm sure it will."
Polka's medicine succeeds in stabilizing the child's condition. However, he is quick to indicate that it is but a stopgap measure. Polka advises that, should they wish to prolong the life of the child, and of all those in the city, they must stop using the tinder water. The aristocrat shakes his head and says, "That we cannot do."
Oh, I guess saving his kid wasn't as big of a thing as he made it out to be.
It would benefit your child too, you assert. But he shakes his head again, unmoved.
See?
He explains that the tinder water is the basis of all life here in the city. The city would fall into decline if they were to stop using it, and most of the citizens would be set adrift with no means of supporting themselves. I am in charge of this city, and I cannot stop our use of tinder water, even if it costs the life of my child.
Polka's probably the only
Polka's
one.
voice is quiet. I cannot claim to understand how those who rule over others make their choices.
Trellis.
Trellis scratches her chin, clearly racking her brain. She replies at last, No.
Why would I ask the
You ask the man if there is some way to resolve this impasse. He grimaces and makes a self-deprecating snort. Maybe if Nuterra existed, then all would be solved.
What is Nuterra? It is a place.
You ask if Nuterra is some kind of place, and Polka nods.
I mean, what else could it be?
Explains, Nuterra is said to be a mysterious land abundant with all manner of resources.
Oh, a veritable
The
Eden.
aristocrat picks up the thread. Scholars claim it exists beyond the river to the northwest, but none who go there ever return. With that, the man gives you a large amount of food and sends you away from the manor.
Lots of food. Perfect. We won't have to worry about food for the rest of the game. Maybe. But yeah, of course, if you tell someone that, hey, this paradise land exists to the northwest after the river, why would they ever come back?
You hand the food out to the orphans.
Oh no.
How did you get
all
this?
the food?
The boy asks. You explain that you received it as a reward from the aristocrat. Hearing this, the boy blurts out, I'm going to use the burning water to get rich too.
Wrong lesson here, dude.
The boy mentioned that his parents died due to illness. Likely they were stricken with the toxins from the tinder water, just like the aristocrat's child.
You shouldn't.
You tell the boy that the tinder water isn't good for him, but he replies, I don't care.
You can't worry about your health tomorrow if you starve to death today.
The boy thanks you for the food and runs off
Yeah,
with his
I mean,
sister.
it's a bad lot. Like, I
Polka
get
has
it.
a difficult-to-read expression on his face.
Let's at least hand out the medicine, he suggests. You nod without uttering a word.
Has gone.
You offer some medicine to the man, but he keeps repeating, no, I'm good.
No,
As
man.
though in a delirium.
I doubt you're gonna take it.
The woman accepts the medicine from you. With a pained wink, she says, not that this medicine could cure love sickness.
I'm sorry, what?
You offer some medicine to the old woman, but she puts up a hand and refuses it. I'm afraid I don't make a habit of taking medicines I've never seen before.
You know what? Fair. Understandable, but you know.
You give some medicine to the ambitious young man, and he is jubilant. Yes, I can work even more now.
Oh, let's make sure they get it.
I'm gonna get rich and buy my sister all the yummy food she can eat, the boy tells you.
You offer medicine to the children, but their faces drop. This won't fill our tummies, they say with considerable disappointment.
Well, no.
It doesn't look like the people of the city are going to stop using tinder water anytime soon. The medicine you shared with them may provide little more than brief peace of mind. I can't believe they won't give it up. They know it's poisonous, you say in a low, pained voice. Legol gives you a sympathetic thump on the shoulder. You look up at him and ask, "Do you think everyone could be happy if we went to New Terra?" His denial is immediate and assured. New Terra is a fairy tale. You answer him in a small voice. Polka looks positively delighted. Why, yes, now that calls to my scholarly soul.
Yeah, might need to
Trollis
find hope
seems
there.
equally on
Might
board.
be stars there too.
I
It's
go
part of the
too,
reason why
she says,
we're on this journey.
smiling. In the face of your united enthusiasm for the idea, Legol grunts. Fine, if you insist.
Don't be grumpy.
You and your friends have made up your minds. You shall seek New Terra and whatever hope it offers, believing it exists just like the stars in the sky.
All right, off to...
The city has done nothing about the poison, and likely never will. Now that you've left, it would be safest if you never returned.
Oh, no, not yet. If I can't return, double check there's no skills to buy. Now that we completed. Nope. Weird I haven't come across a were-rat yet. At least I don't remember coming across one. I don't know when the next time we'll hit another town, so I should buy more of these bills of fortune. Or bill of good fortune. Forgot to
Need a room for the night, the innkeeper
to heal
asks
up.
as you enter.
Get the free inn rest. Okay, now we can leave. Yes, go out. The fact also too, the fact that the city was built around a burning lake, I'm surprised they're not all dead already. You know, all in all, I gotta say this series, the boss designs, it's pretty good. Hasn't been a miss yet. Although it has been 8 months since we played the first game, so maybe I just don't remember some of the bosses from the Isle Dragon Roars. Chapter 4, Guiding Light.
Your group surveys the land beyond the river that the aristocrats spoke of.
Oh, that's really
They
wide.
claimed that none who go there ever return. Yet you've little choice but to brave what lies beyond.
The other possibility of the reason why no one returns is that it might be just too damn hard to come back after crossing. Because there's got to be another town on the other side.
A great river of tinder water stretches out before you. While the liquid no longer burns, it would still be dangerous to attempt swimming. You start to hesitate, thinking that there is no crossing, when Polka shouts, "Da-na-na-na!" He is carrying an iron board, apparently having brought it back from the Lake of Fire. Just as before, you and your allies decide to build a bridge across the river.
Well, there we go. As long as it stays, then everybody can now use that. Ooh, soup gems. That'll be fun to hoard for the final boss.
Your group crosses the river, and as you celebrate, you take notice of the tough, rock-studded expanse of land stretching before you. Your sand skiff was made for moving over the sands, so it'll be difficult to go any farther aboard it.
Can we remodel it?
You propose remodeling the sand skiff, and Polka is first to agree.
I'd hate to get rid of something.
Legol's face is uneasy as he mutters, "Don't do anything weird to it."
What do you mean weird?
Polka explains that 3 materials will be needed to convert the sand skiff.
A rock?
After some quick
And a
preparations,
rock?
you decide to
rock?
split up to locate what you need.
Who will you...
Sometimes a different...
I'll do Trellis first.
Polka asks Trollis to find some durable cord, despite feeling a little sluggish. Trollis takes off to the south, eager to help the group.
I would be surprised if she was feeling anything more than sluggish because she got like hit by a fire blast.
Trollis wanders the area, searching for some durable cord or
What
rope,
now?
but turns up nothing.
Find a plant to make into rope.
Trollis looks around, trying to find a plant that she could braid into rope. The region is so arid, though, that it proves a futile effort.
We're gonna use her whip.
Trollis rummages through her possessions, looking for some durable cord. Inside, she finds a whip from her apprenticeship. She must have brought it along by mistake. It once belonged to the ringmaster of the circus.
Well, at least it'll get us...
Looking over the whip brings back memories.
It'll be useful. Ringmaster smells like animals. Good person.
Trollis spends some time reminiscing as she gazes at the whip, but then realizes not cord, she says, tossing it away.
But no, that should still work. Hey, wait. I think she was like...
Realizing that a whip could work in place of a cord, Trollis decides to
Yeah, there we
return
go.
to the sand skiff.
Get those gears turning. Luckily, I didn't have to think too hard, because I don't know about you, but I don't really care for the smell of burning copper. Who is left but Legol?
Polka asks Legol to find something that could be used as wheels.
Like a
Legol
rock.
is skeptical that something like that will just be lying around, but he sets off to look nonetheless.
Where will we search? Check a mine.
Legol recalls that there was a cart in the mine near Steelborough. Though hesitant to return to such a dangerous place, he can't make excuses when he thinks of how hard a certain subterran must be searching. He decides to take the sand skiff alone back to the mine.
I can't believe that was the actual right answer. The only thing I can think of, the reason why they like specifically say that you can't use the bellwethers at this point is because you could probably break the game.
There is indeed a cart in the mine, as Legol recalled, and, as one would imagine, it has wheels. Legol attempts to remove the wheels from the minecart. But suddenly, a monster emerges from behind it.
Yeah, but it's a weak one. Unless if it's like they show that and it's like not that. I liked it when these fluff balls had a little bit more of a pompadour to them. More poofier, like slick back type hair, more so than a true pompadour.
With the monster defeated, Legol collects the minecart wheels.
The slain monster's eyes are wide open.
Oh no. Now what? Shut its eyes. Show some
Legol
respect.
gently closes the monster's eyes.
Having done what he set out to do, Legol decides to head back to the sand skiff.
Super sad. Gun LA. It's probably actually pronounced alley, but
Polka asks you to locate a long, sturdy pole. Trollis dashes off to the south, so you decide to head north so that you all can cover more ground.
water.
Perhaps because you're by yourself for the first time in a long while, the solitary search makes you feel a bit lonesome. Your thoughts drift inexorably to your comrades.
I would think Trallis would be on her mind because of the
Your thoughts turn to Trollis.
whole like blocking the fireball.
Her awkward way of speaking somehow only accentuates her sweetness. On top of that, she cares deeply about her companions and has tenacity to spare. And back when you faced the flame primal, she pushed herself so hard to save you from certain death. You can't help but be a little concerned about her.
Who else do we think of? We probably think of Polka.
Your thoughts turn to Polka. Polka's breadth of knowledge has been an incredible boon, and also a headache, since said knowledge is the source of his unceasing chatter. While he's typically an affable fellow, you do sometimes spot an unexpected iciness in his expression. Perhaps it comes from his hatred of monsters.
Gotta know your enemy before you can kill your enemy. That's his whole character
Your
arc, I guarantee it.
turn to Legol. Legol can be somewhat brusque, but deep down, he's a supportive person. He seems to care for Polka and Trollis, too. From time to time, though, you spot a lonely, sad look on his face, perhaps due to his difficult past being treated like human livestock. Your crew of friends has grown little by little, but with them at your side, you no longer feel as lonely as you once did. While you were lost in thought, a monster has found you.
You're alone. Fight anyway.
You decide to summon up all your
Because
courage
it's not like
and
we haven't
fight.
fought monsters before by ourselves.
The monster brandishes a weapon whose handle is a long, sturdy-looking pole. The exact kind Polka needs.
Ooh, what great fortune. How fortuitous. Other big word of good luck. Insert here. Oh, that almost one-shotted it. Oh, that would have been so cool if it did. And then basic slash. 17. That's not bad. Not bad.
Your battle with the monster has landed you a long, sturdy pole that Polka should be happy with. Having done what you set out to do, you decide to head back to the sand skiff. With what Polka requested in hand, you beat feet to meet back up with the others.
All right, we got your shit,
The
dude.
group meets back up, having gathered all three of the things needed to modify the sand skiff. You've brought the sturdy pole, Legol has the wheels, and Trollis has the whip. Are you sure I can use your whip? Polka asks, and Trollis gives a little nod.
Actually brought lots of Ringmaster's whips.
Trollis turns her bag upside down, and, as advertised, a number of whips tumble to the ground. Doesn't your ringmaster need these? Legol gets a distant look on his face, a bit of pep in his step. Polka starts zipping around the sand skiff, making modifications.
A few hours later. Oh, we do get a transformation. Nice.
The modifications to the sand skiff are finished. The vehicle should be able to pass through the rocky wasteland without issue now.
Oh, it even says it's Mark
The
II.
group
I love
is
it.
thrilled, but suddenly, Trollis collapses.
Because of course she does.
Polka hurries over to examine her. Somehow, she's suffering the effects of tinderwater poison. Beyond holding her close and squeezing her hand, there is little else you can do for Trollus. The battle with the flame primal flashes through your mind.
Bring her up to the hot spring. Put her in the water. Or the oasis, excuse me, not the hot spring. She did a whole piccolo thing.
During the struggle, Trollus threw herself in harm's way to protect you from the primal's attack. The poison must have entered her body through the wound she sustained in the process. Despite downing some of Polka's medicine, Trollus remains languid.
Ooh,
It
that's a new
seems
word
that
I
the
haven't seen
effect
before.
isn't very strong. She needs a sanitary place to rest, Polka says, and the group decides to try to find one.
I don't know if you can find anywhere that would qualify as a clean room. Oh, yep, there you go. Trollus is out. She's got to have a better XP slash level. What's the her growth must be a much faster than the others. Because you gotta, if you're gonna be taking characters in and out for story reasons, and eventually you're gonna want the characters to be at about the same level. So you gotta kind of have pre-plan that in a lot of the XP experience points to offset that issue.
A man, breathless and plump, suddenly jumps out in front of your group as you search for a place where Trollus can rest.
He's from the circus.
Recognition dawns in you, and you're sure this is the ringmaster of the circus. At least.
Oh wait, he's got
until
a
flatly
blackbird. The
denies it,
ringmaster in the circus has a
saying
white
you've
bird.
confused him with someone else. Trollus rises unsteadily from the deck of the sand skiff, tilts her head to the side, and says, "You not ringmaster?"
He's also not
The
smiling.
man looks at Trollus for a moment, then breaks into a delighted smile.
Oh, that explains it. They're
Oh,
twins.
You're one of my brothers from the circus. As he explains it, this man is the younger brother of the circus ringmaster. He works as a merchant who travels the world buying and selling all manner of rare articles.
Interesting.
And to that end, he wastes not a moment in trying to strike up some business.
I'd be cool with that.
Perhaps a gander at my wares, then.
Oh, no.
You briefly explain Trollus's condition and ask the man if he knows of a good place to rest. Why didn't you say so sooner? I've got some good info on that front.
Because of course he does.
Replies with a wink.
How much is it going to cost, though?
The merchant shares that he has heard of a village to the west, wherein resides a brilliant apothecary.
Never
He's
mind.
said to be a rather crabby fellow, but with any luck, you can get some medicine from him. And on top of that, find a place to rest. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Ooh, what great luck.
You say a few words of thanks and quickly head off to the west in search. The man calls after you. I'll be here with my compatriots for a while, so do pop by later.
We'll have to do that. He might have super awesome special secret weapons and armor, or like actually decent consumables. Ooh, 12,000 gold. Or not 1,200. 1,200 gold.
To battle.
Ah, hey, the were-rat. Okay, so you are able to actually do something worthwhile. Decent crit. That would have actually, well, actually, I don't know if the Were-Rat has anything crazy for attacks. It'd be great if the heal ring that I have on LA would benefit from her +5 to healing. But I guess it's not technically a healing, it's a recovery item. Which doesn't matter. I get full health back after a level up anyway. Oops. Village of Light, huh? Ooh, an event.
This place feels eerily familiar. You open your pack and fish out a scrap of paper. You knew it. This is where the map says there's hidden treasure. You feel around on the ground for a moment and soon discover an unnatural swell in the dirt.
Okay.
You claw at the earth with reckless abandon. Success. Buried treasure. Ecstatic, you fling open the lid and stash its contents in your bag.
Ring of Compassion, increase critical chance. Well, I really don't need... I don't know how useful that would be.
You locate a small village. This is probably the place the merchant mentioned, where the apothecary lives. However, monsters suddenly appear, and they're headed straight for the town.
Oh no.
You can't let them attack the town, for Trollus's sake too. You take off running to stop the monsters.
I like how the lower gargoyle-esque looking thing, you know, once they're out of shell breaks, they have like, they're like goopy, viscous shadow monsters.
Battle time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's neat. I doubt water's gonna do too much to them. Light based attacks might work on the middle guy because he's got the shadow stuff, but we'll see. Okay, one whole round per small guy. Ooh, uh-oh. Shoot. Ooh, lucky miss. You know what? Let's do a deliberate. Do spark bolt. Hopefully I'm right, because that'd be awesome. Okay, I was wrong, unfortunately. It's probably weak to wind. Resistant to the thunder damage. Curse it back down below. Water jet. Jeez. Barely did anything. Oh no. So actually, I guess the chop skill from the wolf, which is a straight 8 damage, is gonna be finally worthwhile. Deal light damage to all enemies. Ooh. She's resistant to it. And chomp. Thanks, Spud, for getting that. Really appreciate. Yeah, standard level. More attack was always nice.
Unbeknownst to any, you manage to avert the danger. Now Trollis needs help. Hurry into the village.
See, you should have let them. You should have let them attack. This is okay. This is a little kind of an evil thought. You should have let them attack, did enough damage, and then gotten in, stopped them, and you could have gotten some free stuff out of it. A little opportunist. I know.
You enter the village, leaving Polka caring for Trollis on the sand skiff. No sooner
Nice
do you
ears,
enter
dude.
the village than a man's voice calls out to you. This here's the Village of Light. Make yourself at home and rest your wearied spirits. The villager wears a curious headpiece, but seems polite and courteous. You get directly to the point and ask him if he knows about the apothecary. Ah, that would be me, he says, before offering to mix up some medicine if you're in a hurry.
We were told you'd be grumpy.
You
Might as well explain the
Trollis's
symptoms right away.
And the man calling himself an apothecary smiles and says he can help right away.
How much will it cost?
Afraid of the answer, you ask what it will cost. The man calling himself the apothecary laughs and assures you he has no need of payment.
Okay.
The apothecary
Maybe he's actually
hardly
good.
Seems crabby at all. So you check again with him that he really is the one you're looking for. He answers that coming to this village changed him, made him realize that people need to live by helping each other.
How very noble of you. Unfortunately, something tells me it's brainwashing.
The apothecary suggests you take a wander about town while he adds, the folks about town are kind souls one and all, so feel free to ask them if you need anything. Legol says that he'll get Trollis and returns to the sand skiff. You decide to walk around the village and find what you'll need to care for your friend.
We're all by ourselves, huh? Check out these statues.
A giant statue towers above you, stern eyes seeming to glare a warning to trespassers.
Interesting. In Shrine of Light. Ooh, no shops. Interesting.
After hearing your tale, the woman hands you her food. Make sure you all eat up and get all your nutrients.
Careful, she's got a knife. She's
And if there
armed
isn't enough,
and dangerous.
You just let me know and I'll make more. Ha ha. She finishes with a hearty laugh.
Narrator, I hate to be the kind of a critic here, but that word isn't ha ha, it's ho ho.
The boy looks at you and says,
Well, see, this is a
would
nice
look
looking
nice
boy,
on you, miss,"
but
and hands you a crown made of gorgeous artificial flowers.
yeah, this is such a stickler. You know what? I grew up on bad voice acting, and like what they are saying doesn't match the subtitles in video games, like very early video games. So like I lived through it, and so I feel like I have a little bit of a base to stand on to make little criticisms like that. Um, Pretty certain we're gonna get into a Midsommar thing here pretty
You try to
soon.
pay for it, but the boy counters with a smile. "I gave it to you because I wanted to." That was nice.
Oh, I can go to the inn.
The old man says, "No person is an island. That's why we need to join hands and help one another."
Very good lesson there. However, very culty behavior. Is this shrine of light glowing? Kind of looks like it is, but I want to see if I can't.
The white building gives off such a grandiose air, it makes you hesitant to even approach.
I don't blame you.
After hearing your tale, the proprietor of the inn beams at you and says, "Don't worry your head over payment. Stop in and make use of one of our rooms." You offer a word of thanks and feel a weight lift off your chest. Now Trollis will be able to rest somewhere comfortable.
Well, that's good.
The apothecary comes running your way. The medicine is finished. You take it from him and then try to head back to Trollis, but there seems to be quite some commotion at the entrance of town. Wondering what could have happened, you hurry over.
It's our party members and being accused of being dissidents and spies.
A crowd of villagers has thronged the entrance to town. On the opposite side are Legol, Trollis, and Polka. Their earlier kindness seemingly an implausible memory, the group shouts, "Get out, now."
Is it because of the
You
girl?
realize that the villagers are staring daggers at Trollis.
But she's got like actual
They
ears.
seem somehow furious at her. Even the apothecary, who only just handed you medicine for her, has an expression of utter rage on his face.
Oh no. Protect Trollis.
You attempt to intervene and protect Trollis, but the villagers continue to bellow their anger. Suddenly, you hear a serene voice call out over the crowd.
See, mind control. I knew it.
At the sound of it, the people fall incredibly quiet. A mysterious girl, young in years, emerges from within the awkwardly silent crowd. "I beg your forgiveness for the way you have been treated by the villagers." If you require a place for your sick friend to rest, please come to the Shrine of Light, she finishes, before leading the way.
How very convenient. Remember, people, never go to a secondary location. Unfortunately, we have to, for story reasons.
As soon as you arrive at the shrine in which the girl lives, you put Trollis in a bed to rest. You're relieved that you've managed things for the time being. When you speak with the girl, she says, "I've been waiting for you all."
You're a subterran, right?
You
Oh,
haven't
yes.
told the girl anything. So how is it she knows that?
The eyes.
I know more than that. She goes on to describe much about your group.
Never mind, stalker.
The monster attack on your village. Legol's cruel treatment. What happened to Polka's parents? "What's your deal?" Legol says, unnerved. The girl answers, "The power of prophecy."
How convenient.
She explains that due to her power, the people revere her as a religious guru. You've never heard that word before, and so you ask, "Guru?"
Teacher?
You ask if a guru is some kind of teacher, and Legol nods. "Yeah, I think you could say they're a sort of teacher." Polka adds, "A guru is the founder of an ideological group, or the leader of one. In any event, the guru is clearly important to the village. You decide to ask her about the place."
Why the villagers were nice.
You ask why the villagers were so kind at first. The guru explains in a measured voice. The village, she explains, adheres to a doctrine called the Light Faith. She goes on to explain that the foundational principle of the Light Faith is to be kind to people. Thus, the villagers treated you with great kindness.
How convenient.
You ask why the once kind villagers became so angry. The guru explains in a measured voice. This remote village has, she explains, been the victim of many monster attacks over the years, which in turn means that many of its inhabitants despise all monsters. That hatred eventually took root in the village as a kind of religious doctrine. Thus their behavior when they saw Trollis.
But Charles isn't a monster.
And so there
Or
have
is
been
she?
two absolute doctrines in this village. Be kind to people and kill monsters. She gazes at the room where Trollis is sleeping and asks, "Your friend is a monster, yes?" You hesitate
She's not
to reply, having vaguely suspected what Trollis actually is. The guru amends her words. "Forgive me. Perhaps that expression wasn't quite appropriate, since she is also human.
She's a half-breed.
She is half human and half monster. What are your thoughts on that?" she asks. It's true that monster blood may flow in Trollis's veins. Monsters, things to be hated. But as you've traveled together,
We got two options, but literally I think both would get to this point.
seeing you falter, the guru offers another apology. "The villagers were discourteous to your friend, and for that, I am sorry. Many of them lost family to monster attacks and are seized with hatred. I ask you to forgive them," she continues, her voice tinged with hurt.
Ellipses. We respond with ellipses.
Right. "Your group wishes to go to New Terra, yes?" she says, breaking the silence. "Stunning that your powers could even tell you that," says Polka in a low voice, and the guru nods serenely. She explains that there is a stone tablet in the ruins of a religious edifice to the northeast of town. Said tablet has the way to New Terra recorded on it. However, you should know, monsters have nested in the ruins, she adds.
Interesting. How very, and once
There's
again,
information on New Terra
convenient.
to be had, though. So you decide to go anyway, despite the danger.
I hope that it's nothing crazy, but I have my
Trollis is
doubts.
sleeping soundly. Quite relieved, you thank the woman watching over her. She seems annoyed, but when you inform her that you're headed to the ruins, she quickly turns her attitude around and bows her head. The ruins were evidently a sacred site for this village, one where marriages, funerals, prayers for bountiful harvests, and other important rites were carried out.
Oh, well,
And a tablet was used in those ceremonies.
we'll get it back, because
You
that's our
accept
mission.
the woman's request, explaining that you were planning from the start to retrieve the tablet. You've no sooner gotten your response out than Trollis's eyes fly open, and she bursts out, "I come too." While she is a little unsteady yet, the apothecary's medicine seems to have done its work.
That's all right. She'll walk it off.
You try to convince her to rest a little longer,
Rub a little
but
dirt
she
in it.
insists on going to the ruins
She'll be
with
fine.
you. At length, her persistence wins out, and you begrudgingly agree to take her along and head for the ruins.
Any other dialogue?
The guru gives a little smile and says, "I'm sure you will be all right. I have foreseen that you will be able to obtain the tablet and return safely."
Whenever the power of foresight and future telling comes into story play, when it's not dealt with one of the main cast members, so basically like like an NPC that isn't like a one-off NPC, but is more of a not necessarily more important to like the story progression in an area. I find it very convenient. I mean, it's tropey, but like,
Withered foliage dots
Come on.
the wasteland. Your eyes, keen with hunger, spy something that looks like the leaves and vines of a potato.
heck yeah, I'm hungry.
You're so starved you don't care if they're rotten. You grab hold of the vines and get ready to pull.
Easy does it.
Upon closer inspection, these are awfully thin. And what should you find at the end but a ring? You can't eat it, of course, but you store the unexpected harvest in your bag.
Ooh,
all the same.
nice. Wind protection with a +4 to speed. Try to. Ooh, chest. Quality Omni Salve, nice. With LA's ability, that would be 25 to whole group. You know, the one, I guess, like, it's nice that you know what, I'll deliberate. I'll do Bill of Good Fortune here at the next turnaround. Unfortunately, now I forgot what I was gonna say. So you don't really have too much to go on, so you'll do good fortune. Ooh, good on the miss. Should be able to do 10 base. Yeah, I'll take the nugget. It's better that way. Nope, still no. Ooh, what is that? I'm gonna guess that you're some sort of fire elemental. Oh, and it missed. Interesting. Trying to make out the face. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to tell what's going on. Less of that lighter color is its mouth. Shoot, I might have screwed this up. Live. I knew it.
That's how it's.
Give me treasure anyway. Yeah, see, now we're not getting as much treasure. Who was? What creature was that? Whoops, wrong button. Oh, that's a troll. I don't think I think that's the first time we're seeing that. Oh, that is its head. Salamander. Interesting. Okay, is it up north? Nope. All right, so that, I'm guessing that little northern snow patch will have
Battle time.
something to do with later. Stab. That's because we're not playing Commander. I haven't played Commander in like a year. Oh no, I wanted the with the were rat would have been so much better. An event. It's a
monster. And one behaving Polka continues carrying on and making a scene beside you.
it's not a card game. It's just it's a JRPG with card game aesthetics. And I wouldn't call it goth, but that's probably as close as you're gonna get. It's this game was developed by the same, or it was produced by the same guy who did the Nier games. I want to sneak up on it.
You hand the telescope back to Polka, and step by careful step, creep toward the monster.
I want to say the producer. I want to say his name was
Alas,
Yoko Taro.
The monster has already noticed you, and takes off at a speed you cannot hope to match.
Yeah, I knew it. I should have charged in. Ooh, a 2000 sellable. Yeah, Yoko Taro. Enter ruined edifice. Oh, hey, we can get ghost stuff here now. Let's do... increase the drop rate. Crit off it. But yeah, no, I had thought about getting into physical MTG and playing at a local game store for Commander nights. But yeah, I just can't get into a another money dump hobby. I wonder if ghosts can be paralyzed. Well, I won't find out. Jeez, it did like nothing. But yeah, a lot of I think my biggest turn off has been the amount of product Wizard released in like the last 3 months. Because I was looking at picking up some like Foundation stuff, because there's a lot of like really good Commander reprints in there. But then they released a like Innistrad remastered, and then Aether Drift just came out. Not to mention now all the secret lair stuff is viable officially instead of like just being like certain formats. It's just not a good
Get him.
not a good hobby to get into when you have other hobbies that are just as demanding. See, I wonder if light damage is effective against Ghost. It is. Straight 8 damage. Ooh, a random Soul Strike might be fun to grab. Might not actually be that worthwhile. Jeez, that missed hit. That missed hurt, and then now all these hits are hurting. It'd be so nice if I could get a multi-heal ability. Oh, I'm surprised she outspeeds now. I guess all she needed was one extra point in her speed stat. Oh, they have passive regen too. Deal damage equal to target. Nah, that'd be better if it had a buff to it. Why don't we Omni Salve? Ooh, wrong button. And 24 versus the 10. And straight slice. Well, didn't need the critical, but at least it looked cool while doing it. Dead end. Surprise, no. Surprise that I keep forgetting that they're, even though they have a flame attack, they're not weak to water. Oh, okay, so they have a speed tie. Let's see here. Might as well water jet. And got a crit. Secure the kill, and should be able to do 10. Yeah, no problem. This one. Oh, already got level 2 helm splitter. Okay. Well, I'm wondering if the worm guy actually even has a skill. It probably doesn't. Another Omni Salve. As long as Allay uses them, they're significantly better. Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew that was just going to be a dead end.
Get him.
Getting them. Take care of the ghost right away. There we go. Ooh, a Stella. Wedding rites. Two have pledged their love to one another must exchange that which is worn at all times. That's right. Exchange headdresses. Okay. Well, let's head back over here. Ah, geez, having a lot of wild encounters. See, I know what the skeleton can do, and even though I fought the ghost before, I think all he did was standard strike, so I am okay with not having to fight him.
Sometimes you...
6. Oh, finally fought enough ghosts to get their backstory.
Battle time.
Standard slash. If I can roll 5 or greater. Nothing to it. Oh, and a crit. Always weird getting crit damage off of the skills that are basically like do this much damage instead of do this much damage of attack plus whatever. Oh, okay, so they were called gargoyles. I was just guessing. Let's see here. Like it'd be like I don't even know what these light-based. Oh wait, they're not light-based. It's just there's a ghost girl in the background holding a knife. Ooh, and then that way. Ooh, wrong button. You straight 8, take care of the problem. And then you have... And then that way, if I missed, I could use Spark Shot. Let's see, 4 and 6. Or 4 and 16. 44 and 16. Hopefully Charles goes first. Oh. Kind of defeats the purpose of doing it this way. One and a half times, eh? Well, good thing it missed the one that has resistance to light-based attacks. I don't know what I would have done if that would have hit for 1 damage. Please do enough to just beat it. Thank you. Ugh, trying to fight things with super high defense is just an absolute slog. I don't know, what's this one? Ooh, hey, cool. Light Storm. Deal attack +6 light damage to... Oh, but that's a level 3. But it is stronger than the light arrow. Or Spark Bolt. Oh, but it is to all enemies. Wish I could, like, de-equip for easier. Defense down. Interesting, interesting. You know what? Let's give her that one. Back out. Go to him. Replace poison sludge with toxic sludge. So that's all around just a better move. Let's give you the frenzy. So you have slightly higher, I think you have slightly higher attack than her. We'll give you the fire primal and that guy. Oh, staircase. Treasure chest? Nope. Oh, I can't believe that this is going to be a multi-floor dungeon. It's freaking huge.
Get him.
All the way over. Let's see here. Might as well go Light Storm. Damage on everybody. Behold my beam. Take care of worm thing. And then Trialis should be able to outspeed Were Rat. Yes. And a crit. So it looks like her heal is based on just damage and not the amount of time, or the amount of time she attacks, not the amount of time she hits. Oh, that would have been perfect. What's up with the statues?
A great statue stands before you, large enough that you have to crane your neck to look up at it. You wonder how much historical value such a thing might have.
Probably a lot. All right, floor 2.
You look at Trollis and ask, "You okay?" She gives a vivacious bounce, assuring you that she's as fine as she looks and that you don't have to worry. Perhaps she then realizes what you actually mean, so she continues to speak with some brightness in her voice. She reminds you that she has the circus troupe who accepted her without discrimination. And on top of that, she has kind friends who worry about her and do their best to nurse her back to health when she falls ill. So of course she's all right.
Well, that's nice. Unfortunately, I don't know how big. Oh my geez. Now that's a big map. Well, time to start clearing it. Should have bought more fortune papers. Let's see here. You know what? I bet you if I use the light-based attack, they're going to be resistant to it. Ooh, can I see about the sludge? Immune. No. Interesting. Whip strike. And wrong one. Wolf chomp, just to get that. Oh, get rid of that defense boost. Or not get rid of it. Ignore it. We'll ignore the defense
That's
boost.
how it's...
Try to move through the space as best as we can to flip over as many cards as possible.
Battle time.
Oh, that cool. It'd be great if I had more AoE attacks. Then you're gonna do nice crit. See, AoE spells are really good. Deathcrawler, that's what they're called. AoE spells super good when you have multiple things to hit. It's like almost like you're doing more damage because it's like total enemy health pool. And then you crit on top of it. Amazing. We're going to not do that. Just use the Bill of Good Fortune because I want to get the Salamander skill if possible. 'Cause I bet you it's the firestorm that she gives for an ability. Uh-oh. That's not good. Attack the ghost so it can't act. And then chomp. Oh wow, the Bill of Good Fortune actually failed to generate a chest. I guess I finally hit that weird 30%. Weird 30% rate of failure. Or there's actually just wasn't anything for them to... Ooh, 2 crits in a row, huh? I can get behind that. Is that 2, 4, 6? Gross. Let's see. Add value of roll to attack and deal. Oh, that's a much better than the were-rat. Were-rat's more consistent, but when it costs 3 to cast, it's not that good. Ooh, excuse me. 2 Yanni. Oh, good.
Your group reaches an antechamber with 3 arrows inscribed on the floor.
Okay, cool. What does it mean? Oh.
Further inside, you can see a statue and what appears to be some kind of pedestal. To the right is a door, and by the looks of it, your only way onward.
Oh, wrong button.
The statue is engraved with the words, Icon of Light. It doesn't seem like you'll be able to move it by hand.
Well, that's good to know. Let's do this then.
The floor sinks slightly when you step on the arrow. And then... why, the statue moved. Apparently, it moves in the same direction as whichever arrow is stepped on.
Can't do it in the same direction twice. Well, 1, 2, 1, 2. Does it actually have to move, or do I have to?
There's a wall in that direction, so the statue can't move there. The floor is already recessed, and stepping on it again has no apparent effect. You'll have to step on a different arrow.
Oh, okay. There's no actual way for you to fail it, because there's a few ways that can be solved.
The statue slides on top of the pedestal, and in that instant, with a groan, the door opens.
Maybe 2 ways to solve it.
Relieved that you can finally move on, you decide to head through the door.
Trying to locate the stone tablet located within the ruined edifice. Another Stella. Guarantee you. Oh, it could be either or. So which one has tablet or stairs? Windage. No, that doesn't really affect anything. Normal slash. Then if Trellis moves before, perfect. We'll do Flame Breath. Should do. Oh, okay. Did 18. Like, it should do at least 8. Oh, there's a monster there. See what down here brings us. It'll either be progression or it's a side area.
Battle time.
Crit.
Sometimes you get...
And stab to finish it off. Deal dark damage to target and recover HP equal to 50%. Nice. It's about time that I got that got a skill card from the crawler. Lightning stay. Did we talk? Interact guidance. The monsters steal what is precious to us. However, if you believe in the guru's guidance, you will find hope.
Monsters block the way, You attack them at once, determined to make your way deeper into the ruins.
Yes. Mini boss. Ooh, 19 and 20. Okay, so yeah, we are going to...
Get him.
Five. 2, 4, 6. Spark bolt here. Metal Punisher here for the attack down. Not too thrilled about only getting 6 damage on 3 dice. Is that 19 damage? Oh, really? Decrease light, you say? Then we'll just deliberate, and then I'll do... Light Storm. And that should even take out the gargoyle. Oh, it's not resistant. Okay, cool. That works. Just expecting a little more damage. This should take it out. Yeah. Yep, we're at the point now that we're getting such good experience that everybody's just gonna... Ah, I knew it. Should have gone with my gut. Jeez, how big is this dungeon? I thought it was only gonna be like 2 floors. Tops. Okay, well, I can't really say no to double money. Versus 14 should be able to do. Oh, it's only got 3 levels.
I expected.
260, that ain't too bad.
To battle.
Good. Yeah, if he's gonna do dark damage, the best party member for him to target would have been Legol anyway.
Oh!
Take all the levels that I can get. Ooh, wrong button.
To battle.
Wait a minute, you have a ton more health. Why though?
Beautiful.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. That was a really good hit on top of the crit. Now, I don't think this is technically a combat encounter. This is more of like a combat, like, workaround encounter, but I mean, if you can beat him up, just beat him up. Fire and water, interesting. This one. Ah, I could have gotten Frenzy too. Oh well, Great Blast is fine. It deals neutral damage. So we'll make sure to get that onto... We'll get that on you. We'll take off Red Fungo. Which is sad because it's actually not that bad. But we're getting into the point of the game where we want, if we can help it, to have... There we go. Great Blast. We want to make sure that we have stuff with elemental typings to it. Start exploiting weaknesses. 1,500 gold. Nice. Interesting. Excuse me. Actually, maybe I should have given that to her. Because I don't think Trellis has a... I think her one AoE is the Flame Primal, but that's a 6 mana crystal skill ability. Skill summons. What is up with
To
the
battle.
counters today? Actually, wait, now that I look at it more, the salamander actually that did appear in the first in one of the games. It was the first game, kind of towards the end. That's why I don't remember it, because I don't think it was in I don't think it was in the Forsaken Maiden, but I know for certain it was in the Isle of Dragon Wars. Oh, good. Just perfect.
You emerge into a wide open space with an array of stone tablets. Your excitement fades as you realize just how many there are. You glance down at your feet and spot a piece of paper on the floor.
How convenient.
The scrap has a note written on it. To proceed, align the tablets with matching patterns. Well, that's simple, Ligol says. He approaches the tablets,
Oh.
but then
Oh no. Oh no.
the tablets change position entirely on their own.
Find or... Okay, good. I don't freaking remember.
You flipped a stone, try picking another one.
All right, so lightning bolt is bottom left. W is top middle. There we go. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
You've managed to match 2 stone tablets. Keep it up.
Oops, wrong button. Squiggly. I don't know. We'll say squiggly. A. W. W. And then shield. Or at least what looks like a
You've
shield.
successfully flipped all of the tablets. And now, with a groan, the door, feeling a bit mentally fatigued, you decide to head through the door with your friends.
Well, that was kind of a given. Hello, Deluna. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. Stream's going good. Going good. Thanks for asking. Haven't run into any problems so far with it tonight, other than me forgetting to or no, other than me finding out that my mic decided to go to the default.
Battle
But
time.
quick fix. Skeleton's really only 1 week to it, but Lightstorm should take everybody out. Or I can miss one. Stab is the best. And Trellis to attack. Yeah, you've been gone for for let's see here. Since mid Monster Hunter streams. But that's all right. Other things to do. Ooh. 6 damage. Did not like that. Lightstorm. Let's see here. Where we're at attack, then
A masterful victory.
a little bit better of a, or quicker of attack than dealing with die roll animations. Let's see, treasure chest or no? No, okay, that was a waste. Still gonna have to be deliberate for him if I don't want to use any of his abilities. Oh, that finally took out the gargoyle in one hit. No, I completed it. All done with Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. All the previous streams are up on the YouTube channel. Went through base game and Iceborne. Technically still have a little bit of the guiding lands to do, but with having done so much Monster Hunter, it didn't make sense to do all the end game grind. But yeah, I didn't think it was a good idea to grind out a lot of the end game of Iceborne with Wilds coming out here soon. Let's see here. And so trying to think of what we all did. We did start of the new year, we did the Crisis series, Crisis 1, 2, 3, and Warhead. We're finishing up the Voice of Card series, and and then hopefully this will take us all the way up until Wilds, and then yeah, I'll definitely be planning on doing Wilds. Might not be able to get to it on opening week, unfortunately. I got too much IRL stuff going on during the back half of February. Let's see, to my daughter, I beg you, please forgive me, your good-for-nothing father. I cannot live by the creed, nor do any of the things a father ought to do, nor regain the soul of village. Oh no. See, I called it. Some culty midsummer type stuff going on. Oh shoot, I was actually just gonna run for this, but now I can't. Like money too much. Let's see, do a light storm, and then oops, that actually might take it. No, 1 health.
Oh!
See if I can't get the upgraded drain skill from this enemy. Let's do the flame breath. Oh, another Stella. Funerary rites. Transfer the deceased headdress to a doll and spend 99 days together, then place it upon a pyre. Send it into the heavens. Never shall we be robbed of our souls by monsters. Interesting. Hey, chest. Ooh, lightstay ring. Something tells me I should. Let's see. You're resistant to light. Give you the... Oh, I only have the one. Okay, then maybe I... give you the wind. You can take the light. What do I do except streaming? For hobbies, I have other games that I play that I don't stream. Mostly it's MMOs. Currently got back into the Elder Scrolls Online. Um, when I haven't been playing that, I've been playing Skyrim as the game that's been currently being played. I play a lot of tabletop RPGs like D&D and Pathfinder. Um, I'm actually hosting I host a local group, and actually get to do a one-shot game this weekend. And then I have let's see what else. I do a lot of model figurines from the Warhammer 40K miniature model line. I
A massive
haven't
statue
done
stands
too much.
vigil
I haven't
here,
played it too much in
looking
recent
almost
years.
as though it is
It's just been
taking the
mostly
measure
collecting the
of those
miniatures
who
and
pass
building
through.
them. I've started to paint a lot of them. I've done a couple streams so far, painting streams. Hoping to get back into that once things calm down a little bit more.
You've discovered the stone tablet that has information about New Terra recorded on it.
Let's see here, and then eventually I'm looking into getting a 3D printer, resin-based printer, and expanding my miniature painting from 40K and
You
Age of
rush over
Sigmar
to
and
the tablet,
Warhammer Fantasy: The Old
suddenly-
World to just general like tabletop miniatures.
You guessed it. A monster appears and attacks.
All right, is this the primal or is this just a boss? A little hard to say. Looks like it's a boss. Deliberate. Roll. Ooh, good. And I got the crit.
Sometimes you get lucky.
That's not good. Maybe I need to, or maybe I have to do defense down minion. Two, four, five. Standard stab. Oh shoot, that's right. It was a 6 cast. Shoot. Well, at least it's weak to it. Okay. Ouch. and I knew I was gonna. Run into that issue. I took the lightning resistance equipment off two of these party members. 2, 4, 6. You have better healing, so let's do Omni Salve for 50. Oh, 20. They get an upgrade. 4, 6, 7. I can do a stab here. Now we can do Flame Primal. Oh, I can't have both. It's one or the other. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not good. I need at least 2, so we'll do Deliberate. Or Mana Crystal, 4. Let's see. He is going to be constantly doing AoE damage. I'm gonna heal. 2, 4, 5. Flame Breath. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad damage. Ha! He's immune to being sealed, so that's a waste. Horrible for him, beneficial for me. Go on the offensive now. Let's see here. Well, if he might actually not be resistant to light if he's weak to fire. And you can do stab. Yeah, I just do basic thumbnails. Nothing too fancy. Just try to find something online or generate something off of a screenshot, and then simple text for episode number and whatnot. It's nothing too crazy. Perfect. Just enough.
A masterful
Ooh, that's a lot of XP. Standard level.
There appears to be some writing on the stone tablet. You ask Polka to decipher it, but the script appears to be from a language that even one of his considerable knowledge has never seen.
Ah, I knew it. Old
The four of you
text,
decide
old
to
language.
ask the guru about the tablet.
Obtained old tablet. Escape the ruined edifice immediately. Yes.
You decide to exit the ruined edifice immediately.
So ask the guru in the village.
You look at Trollis and say, "You don't have to go into the village if you don't want to." She assures you that it's fine and comes along anyway. As you make your way into town, the apothecary approaches. Before you can say anything, the man blurts out an apology to Trollis. The sudden contrition is a surprise, and not just to you. Legol and Polka are clearly taken aback too.
See, though I may have been though I may have been attempting to hold fast to our creed, you were still half human, and my behavior towards you was foul.
The guru must have explained things. Everyone in the village has accepted Trollis by the sound of it.
Let's see. Do you have any plans to grow your channel, both YouTube and Twitch? Yes. I have some plans on like curated. Maybe curated is not the correct word. But I have plans to do like non-stream content for the YouTube channel, but most of the time it's just the big primary, jeez, I can't believe I touched my glasses. Big primary purpose of the YouTube channel is to upload the streaming VOD so that they're out there to be watched, because Twitch does not allow Twitch only like holds VODs for 14 days. And I don't much care for that. Let's see. You have the stone tablet, which must mean the monster is defeated. I thank you.
The guru accepts the tablet and runs a loving hand over it. This little piece of stone is an integral part of our town's rituals. One might go so far as to call it the soul of the village. You find it all a little bit unsettling. Hoping to move the conversation along, you ask what is written on it about Nuterra. The guru gives a deep bow of the head at your question.
Nothing, because we've been bamboozled. I'm afraid that what I said about the tablet having the way to Nuterra recorded on it was a fabrication. I am sorry. See, I knew it.
You're stunned at the news. She lied to you in order to get you to retrieve the tablet. Your shoulders tremble as you ask, "You tricked us?" But the guru replies in a solemn voice, "You do not need to worry. Nuterra does exist, and I know the way there. It is found to the north, beyond a massive cliff that towers over the land, called the End Wall."
Yeah, there are ways to do that. I've done it before, and I've done other things similar to that. However, I have found out it's against Twitch's TOS to multi-stream.
She goes on to explain that to get there, you must travel through the cave to the north.
So, but yeah, I had an OBS extension that allowed immediate upload of VODs to YouTube once you get done with streaming. But I didn't really care. I didn't end up liking it because the YouTube's inbuilt like editing, video editing thing on their platform just was not working as well as a proper open source or even paid video editing software.
With that, she offers a final prophecy. What you seek
So now I'm just
shall
back
be
to
found in New Terra.
streaming and then recording alongside streaming and then editing that raw footage for YouTube.
There's something desolate in her expression.
Yeah, it's probably a death mission just to get through to End Wall. Or that now that we know we can't ever leave.
The moment you leave the shrine, you sense that something is amiss. The village is suffocatingly quiet.
I knew it.
Polka lets out a little scream and points at a villager collapsed on the ground. The old man has breathed his last. Stay alert, Legol whispers so that only the group can hear. The old man is dead, his gentle face frozen. The boy is dead, surrounded by artificial flowers. The woman is dead, but the hand on her full stomach suggests her end was met in satiety. A bottle of medicine has tumbled over next to the corpse of the apothecary. Having examined several of the bodies, Polka reports that the cause of their death appears to have been suicide by poison. You remember the desolate expression on the guru's face, and you realize you need to rush back to the Shrine of Light.
See, I knew it.
Though it looks like she is just sleeping, the proprietor is dead.
Man, see, I was joking about the Midsummer cult-y type thing, but now we just got Jonestown.
Legol rears up and breaks the door open with a mighty kick.
Do I know video editing? I just do bare editing, because I don't really need anything
The guru
more
is collapsed, bleeding on the ground.
than simple cuts.
You run over to her and try to help her sit up. Her eyes flutter open, and she looks over your group. They have all passed without incident then, she says with a feeble smile.
Just why?
You take one of her limply hanging hands and ask, why? She said as much. They have a creed here in the village, and that creed is absolute. Be kind to people and kill monsters. And
death to those who break the creed.
this village's hatred for monsters runs deep, having taken root long, long ago. Those feelings cannot be changed, nor can the creed. The guru produces the stone tablet from the ruins.
So long as we have this, our souls shall be guided to their rest, she murmurs.
Trollis bursts into tears and says that this was all her fault. No, says the guru softly. It was mine. She was prepared for this and invited you in with full understanding of what would happen. Despite all of that, she still wished to get the stone tablet back from the monster. They were all tired. The many years of being caught up between their hatred and their creed had made the villagers and the guru alike exhausted with life. With one last word of thanks, the guru gently breathes her last breath. Thus did the monster-loathing village pass to dust, a visceral demonstration of what happens when you mix faith with hate.
Kind of heavy-handed, but all right. However, that would explain why there was no shops in that town. We even get some like kind of creepy-esque music too. Chapter 5, the End Wall.
You and your companions dig long, deep holes, graves. You feel it's only right to give the dead a proper burial. That's one grave complete. You let out a long sigh. You wonder how the others are faring.
All right, checking on our companions, which we will do next time. Hate to leave it on such a heavy note, but we finished chapter 4 as well as chapter 3. Currently at the start of chapter 5. Perfect start, or perfect time to end, because it is a good time to start the next stream at chapter 5. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining me. Hope all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye-bye.